Kakadosh Boker Tov. We're continuing with the halachot of the 3 weeks. Here the Chazon Ovadia brings down that it is permitted for a girl to take a haircut during these days. This is in order that she should get married, whether it's going to be right in the future, or even kol sheken, if she's meshudechet and she has a lot of hair, she could take a haircut. And even in Shavua Shechal Bo Tisha B'Av, also the same halacha. Now, what would be the difference between whether it's going to be the girls and the boys exactly? So he comes and he brings like this. He says, is it permitted for a girl to come and to take a haircut? He says, since according to the Rif and the Rambam, a woman is permitted to take a haircut after the 7 days of Avelut Betoch Shloshim, which means like this. If a person passes away and they're in Avelut, so therefore if it's one of the family members that they have to do Avelut, so they sit Avelut. For a man, they're not allowed to take a haircut for a minimum of 30 days, and if it's going to be a parent, it's Ad Shegoarim Bo, until they do Ge'ara. Ge'ara means that they have to tell him off that he looks terrible, and then he's going to be permitted to take a haircut. But by a girl, after 7 days of Avelut, even though she's going to be within the Shloshim, she's going to be within the 30 days, she's permitted to take a haircut. So he says, and that is the psak of the Shulchan Aruch. So therefore, since after 7 days until Shloshim, a girl is allowed to take a haircut, so therefore the same halacha would apply here. Now he says, even though the Ramah was machmir like Data Ramban ve'Arosh, right, which means that that she's also not allowed to during until the 30 days. Nevertheless, b'ben mitzarim, which is going to be a chumrah, they could be somech on maran to take a haircut. And all the more so if she's going to be meshudechet, which means that she's already engaged and she has a lot of hair that she could take a haircut. And we found by the Shul Panim Meirot that he asked, is it permitted for a woman to take a haircut from Rosh Chodesh Av until the Tanit? And he says, since the Rif and the Rambam permitted for a woman to take a haircut after the 7 days, we could be mekel with the Savelut, Yeshana b'milad Yachid, to do with the Yachid, and we could be somech on the Rif and the Rambam. And therefore it's going to be permitted for a woman to take a haircut from Rosh Chodesh until the Ta'anit. So therefore it comes out that it's actually going to be permitted for them to do so. Nevertheless, he wanted to say that during the Ben Sarim, it's actually a little bit less than at least until Shavuot Shechal Bo. That's for sure that they're allowed to, and therefore that's also the Grot Moshe. Rav Moshe Feinstein says that even according to the Ramah, that he says that they're not allowed to take a haircut after the 7 days until the 30. For here to do with the Shavuot Shechal Bo, right, that they're not allowed to, but they could be mekel through the rest of the Ben Sarim because it's only a minhag. Right, and that was also the psak of Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, that he comes and he says that they could be mekel until Shavua Shechal Bo, right? But for sure, for the Sfaradim, they have much more to be mekel, because again, according to the Sfaradim, anyway, they're allowed to. Even the men are allowed to take a haircut. It was only a minhag not to do so. So it comes out that basically what's going on is that for women are much lighter, and this, by the way, also happens by Sefirat HaOmer. A lot of people don't realize this. The same halacha, which means that women have much more of a kula, leniency of taking haircuts than men. Men would have to actually be machmir. Or, for example, here, if there's a minhag that we don't take haircuts during the 3 weeks, so it's a minhag. But for women, they have much more to rely upon, that they're able to take haircuts until minimum of Shavuot Shechal Bo, or even according to some people, even Shavuot Shechal Bo, they're allowed to come and take haircuts as well.